so he decides to charge the goat. And Gogeta's like, please. Elbows the Caucasian with horns on his head, then kicks him into a whole building, and is still smiling about it. What is you so happy for? Yep, y'all see the title of this video. Super Saiyan 4 carried the absolute out of Dragon Ball GT. That's not a joke. Literally every Dragon Ball fan will tell you without Super Saiyan 4, Dragon Ball GT is worthless booty trash. This series is the equivalent of a massive dumpster fire having $10,000 sitting in the middle of it. I'm talking about everything from the plot to the many amount of plot holes and to the villains. Most of them. So I'll give y'all a very quick rundown on why this show absolutely sucks, and then we'll get into the most badass Super Saiyan transformation that ever exists. Okay. So the story starts off with Goku being turned into a kid because Emperor Pilaf wants him weaker so he can try and do something to him, I guess. Huh? Yeah, that totally worked out in OG Dragon Ball, huh? Now they have to go across the universe to collect the Dragon Balls before a year ends, or the Earth will disappear like the hopes and dreams of everyone rooting for the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Now, as a Dragon Ball fan, you would think the squad that has to go to space would include Goku, Vegeta, and probably Gohan, right? Hell nah. The writers for the show, which for some reason made the show without the original author being included, decided to make Goku, Trunks, and Pan the main team. Now, why didn't Vegeta and Gohan fly up to the ship while it was taking off? I don't know. You know, it's not like they could have just flew up to the ship at supersonic speeds because they have that feat, but hey, that's not my problem, I guess. Anyways, they go on long, stupid adventures and fight villains such as a golden slave master, a femboy, another femboy, a robot whose name rhymes with a sex toy, a giant robot baby, terrible dancers, and many more. But after all that BS, they end up meeting an antagonist who's named Baby, who took over Vegeta and pretty much 99% of the people on Earth, that would single-handedly introduce us to this absolutely goated, god-tier, sexy beast of a furry transformation, Super Saiyan 4. This Saiyan transformation is so cold, bruh. I'm talking about from the design all the way to how it changes a character's personality. Now you may be thinking, Jalen, what do you mean by that? Well, pass me my apron and let me cook. So look at my boy Goku. We all know him as a very goofy dude who's pretty much an idiot. And when he's fighting, he kind of remains humble and sometimes even compliments his opponents for being strong. But when he turns into this ultimate monkey, no racial, everything changes. First off, this man transforms from Golden Boy to the GOAT and is posed up looking for smoke. Then his granddaughter telling him that he need to go whoop Baby's ass like Granddad be doing Riley in the Boondocks. And this man Goku says, "Then that's what I'll do." Oh nah, shit tweaking. This new transformation got him acting different, but I don't give a f. So fast forward, my man starts boxing with Baby, and he is dog walking, bro, right now. He putting the beats on him like how white man did to their wives in the 60s. And to make matters worse, he moving like a light skin, bobbing and weaving all his attacks. And then in the back of my boy's brain, he's just like, I'm about to end this man's whole career. And y'all, this is one of the main reasons I love Super Saiyan 4, because they made my man so cocky, and he can actually back it the f up. Bro put down his hand slowly and let Baby put the paws on him. Left, right, good night. Psych! Goku looks back at this man and says, your punch is only tickled like a tiny feather. Now, come here. Do you know how disrespectful that is to let someone get multiple freebies in just to tell them they weak like rabbits? That's like when someone passes you the ball in basketball and the person guarding you is like, hey bro, let him shoot, and you miss a wide open shot. You gotta die after that. So Baby starts raging like low tier god on fighting games and then pretty much throws a big ass evil version of a spirit bomb at Goku. And Goku looks at it and just tanks it. This nigga think he AGL Golden Frieza from Dokkan with 90% damage reduction. Oh my god, these voice cracks. Anyways, back to the topic, and Goku is still embarrassing Baby. The only times we ever seen Goku this disrespectful was when he was fighting Frieza. You know, like when he took that headshot from him and then looked back at Frieza and was just like, I eat those for breakfast, you bitch. So Baby eventually has a mind-controlled Bulma making a machine to turn him into a great ape, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku is still tossing him around. Literally taking a grown Eiffel Tower sized monkey and flipping him over with his own finger has to be illegal. I would have gave him a technical foul if he wasn't so cool. Well, that and he would probably kick my ass, so I don't want none of that happening. So to sum up this whole fight, Super Saiyan 4 disrespects the sperm cell. Super Saiyan 4 Goku goes full power to disrespect the sperm cell even more. Baby ends up trying to run, and Goku says, that don't work. There's no way out of this one. You're done. and snipes baby out the air. Now, unfortunately, the next arc, Super Saiyan 4 does pop out, but doesn't really do much because two Android 17s, with their Cell Saga strength, by the way, fusing into each other, becoming Super 17 somehow is stronger than the new form. Apparently 17 times 17 equals over 4 trillion, but okay. God, these writers for the show were so brain dead. In the Super 17 arc, everyone comes back from Earth's hell, but Goku gets stuck down there, and instead of using instant transmission to get up out of there, you know, like how in Z where he literally teleported to heaven when he was still alive, he had to fight Frieza, Cell, and some lady on life support in a machine. What? To give y'all more info on why the series sucks, the C Fighters don't really get to do anything for 90% of the series, and when they do get screen time, they get bodied. No, like, I'm not joking. They are literally fodder. Like, they're so used. You know what? I'm moving back to the transformation. So fast forward into the final arc of GT, and basically each of the Dragon Balls become evil shadow dragons because people kept using wishes for dumb shit and kept abusing its power. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Miss BBL. And yes, I know that wish was made in Super. I don't care. I'm making the joke now. So of course, since this specific show it pretty much revolves around Goku, he heads out and starts handling business, you know, as he should. He takes down most of the dragons, of course, but here are some of the key moments I want to talk about with Super Saiyan 4 Goku that just make me want to buzz. So bro ended up fighting Sub-Zero. I mean, this ice-powered Shenron named Ice Shenron. Yeah, I think someone in the studio was dyslexic. Dummy. Anyways, Goku gets frozen by ice, and now this big gorilla lip dragon is laughing, and guess what my Saiyan goat does? Sticks his whole foot in his mouth and proceeds to shut him up with it.
Sorry about the foot, but that annoying laughter was starting to break my concentration.
Then starts serving up a 2-piece McChicken nugget combo to old dude. So after he bullies Ice for a while, Ice blinds Goku by catching him off guard, and this nigga's like, man, f all the bullshit, and Dragon Fist this man through the chest. He was nowhere near this ruthless in the entire show without this transformation.
That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Oh, but don't worry. Super Saiyan 4 didn't only apply to Goku though. It applied to Vegeta and Gogeta. Now, although Vegeta got the transformation by a machine, which was the most boring and dumbest thing ever, it also didn't really do much for Vegeta's character since he was already cocky and a trash talker. So, you know, that's another 2 thumbs down for GT. But on the upside, it definitely did make my boy look cooler because his design before was terrible. I mean, do I even have to say much? Look at his hair. How they gonna give my boy the Fresh Prince, but he not looking fresh at all? So W transformation for fixing that. Okay, I gotta speed this up because I really want to talk about Gogeta. So Goku and Vegeta need to fuse to fight this dragon called Omega Shenron. So all the other C fighters act as decoys so they can pull it off in time. Now, why didn't Goku just instant transmission Vegeta and himself away somewhere to pull off the fusion faster? Well, you guessed it. The writers are stupid. So now the legendary absolute beast, literally because he's a monkey, pops out and immediately is on that timing. Bro is telling Shenron that he's that guy and then hits him with the most lethal light skin stare I've ever seen in my life. Not even Gojo could compete with that. Man's aura was so strong, all he did was stand there and sent Omega flying. And unlike Gogeta in the Fusion Reborn movie, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is a complete troll. How you gonna have someone unleash a whole clip of Ki Blast at you and act like it's hurting just to stretch it off and tell him that he helped with the creak in your neck, then proceed to ask him for the same treatment on your back and continue to laugh at it to add more disrespect? And it doesn't even stop there, because old dude ain't like being trolled one bit, so he decides to charge the GOAT, and Gogeta's like, bitch please, elbows the Caucasian with horns on his head, then kicks him into a whole building and is still smiling about it. What is you so happy for? I mean, if I was as strong, I'd be happy too. And just when you thought the trolling couldn't get worse, this monkey duplicates himself and then unleashes his ultimate attack. A damn party trick. Straight up busts confetti over his face and then teases him with his tongue.
Huh?
And y'all remember when I said Goku tanked a planet destroying attack, right? Well, Gogeta did the same thing, only better. He sat down, started to meditate, and was probably thinking about completely reasonable things, then said, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing, and punted the whole blast away into space. Imagine having one of your strongest attacks being kicked up, not just towards you, but past you into the stratosphere. What RDC Mark say? Give me a ring. Give this boy Gogeta a ring, because he need it. So after all that happens, Gogeta is done playing games, and he hits old dude with the Big Bang Kamehameha. Although Omega ended up surviving surviving that, my GOAT still gave him his props like, yeah, nigga, that was a cool feat that you survived that. But now I gotta double it and pass it to the next person, which is you, by the way. So just like that, he turns on Lil Uzi, decides to spin again, and right before he delivers the final blow, he defuses.
No! Why you do that? That's my guy!
Now we end up seeing a little bit more action of Super Saiyan 4 after that, but then Goku turns back to a kid, which was absolute garbage, and then Vegeta went back to base form and for some reason couldn't transform back to Super Saiyan 4 because God knows why. But since it's a Dragon Ball series, they end up killing the villain with the Spirit Bomb. Awesome, dope, and nobody cares. But this brings us back to the point in the video. Super Saiyan 4 carried GT because every time the transformation was on screen, it kept people tuned in. It brought in hype moments, it brought in hype designs, and it definitely brought in hype dialogue. Almost everybody that has watched GT will tell you that without the transformation, this show is hot garbage because this whole series is 64 episodes and only the second half has this gift of a transformation. So if you want to get into it, good luck watching the first 32 episodes, I guess. And I know I skipped over a lot of things in this story, but I wasn't trying to make this a whole review video. I was just trying to show y'all why I and many others love this transformation. However, if y'all do want a full review of this series, then make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I got y'all. And don't forget to share this video so the page can get more exposure and the algorithm can pick up the channel. And for the people asking, yes, I have another Worst Places in Fiction video on the way, so stay tuned for that. Now again, subscribe to the YouTube for more commentary about topics that you did not ask for.